Okay, so today we will see question based on this property of definite integral, that integration 0 to a f of x dx is same as integration 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So based on this property, we will see some of the questions. So first question is integration 0 to pi by 2 under root sin x upon under root cos x plus under root sin x. So first find out f of a minus x. So your f of x is this, and what will be under f of a minus x? Under root a value is pi by 2, a value is pi by 2. So this becomes under root sine of pi by 2 minus x divided by under root cos of pi by 2 minus x plus under root sine of pi by 2 minus x. So it becomes under root cos x divided by under root sin x plus under root cos x. Okay, so this is your integration. This is nothing but I. Okay, so I is same as, so this is equation number 1, and also your I is same as this integration 0 to a, so a value is pi by 2. Okay, so 0 to pi by 2, so this is also your I, integration 0 to pi by 2. Okay, so by using this property, both are same. Integration f of x dx, integration 0 to a f of x dx is same as integration 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So I have calculated integration 0 to a f of a minus x dx. Okay, so integration 0 to pi by 2, these values. So this is my equation number 2. So equation 1 is same as equation 2. So just add equation 1 and 2. So it becomes 2i, I plus I is 2i, and this thing becomes integration 0 to pi by 2. What is value of equation 1? Under root sin x plus under root divided by under root cos x plus under root sin x. So under root sin x divided by under root sin x plus under root cos x. What is value of I from equation number 2? This is the value. So substitute here. So it becomes integration 0 to pi by 2 under root cos x divided by under root sin x plus under root cos x. So denominator is same. So add these two equations. So it becomes integration 0 to pi by 2 under root sin x plus under root cos x divided by under root sin x plus under root cos x dx. So cancel. So it becomes integration 0 to pi by 2 dx. So that is nothing but pi by 2. So 2i equal to pi by 2. So 2i equal to pi by 2. So integration answer is pi by 4. So this is the answer for this question. Once again I will repeat. So this is the I given. We have to determine the value of I. So I have determined this integration because I know this property that these two integrations are same. So I have calculated this thing. It comes out as equation number 2. So I have added equation 1 and 2, and just little simplification because denominator is same. So numerator and denominator get cancelled out, and I get only dx, and dx integration is x. Substitute upper limit minus lower limit, so it is pi by 2. So 2i equal to pi by 2, I equal to pi by 4. Next question. So this is the integration I. Now what I will do, I will calculate I equal to integration 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So just in place of x, put a minus x. So this becomes integration 0 to a In place of x put a under root a minus x. In place of x put a minus x. In place of x put a minus x. So it becomes a, in place of x put a minus x, minus a, minus minus becomes plus x. So this is nothing but integration 0 to a under root a minus x divided by under root a minus x plus under root x dx. So this is equation number 2. This is also integration I. So this is equation 1 and this one is equation number 2. Now what we have to do? Add 1 and 2. So I plus I, 2I, and this integration is 0 to a from equation 1 under root x upon under root x plus under root a minus x. From equation 2 I value is under root a minus x upon under root x plus under root a minus x dx. Again denominator is same, so you can combine the terms. So it becomes integration 0 to a under root x plus under root a minus x upon under root x plus under root a minus x dx. So numerator denominator cancel. So integration dx 0 to a. So it is nothing but x limits 0 to a. So it is nothing but a. So 2I equal to a. So I equal to a by 2. This is the answer for this integration. Next question. So we have to calculate the value of this integration. So let us say this is my integration I. So equation number 1. Now I will calculate integration 0 to a f of a minus x dx. What is value of a here? Pi by 2. So in place of x put pi by 2 minus x. So I equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 a square cos square, in place of x put pi by 2 minus x plus b square sin square, in place of x put pi by 2 minus x dx. Okay, so this is nothing but integration 0 to pi by 2 a square sin square x plus b square sin pi by 2 minus theta is cos theta. So cos of cos square x. So you have to use these basic identities, that sin pi by 2 minus theta is cos theta and cos pi by 2 minus theta is sin theta. Okay, so this is equation number 2. Then what we have to do? Add 1 and 2. So I plus I becomes 2I equal to integration 0 to a 0 to pi by 2 a square cos square x plus b square sin square x. So from equation 1 I have substituted the value of I. Now from equation 2 I will substitute the value of I. So 0 to pi by 2 a square sin square x plus b square cos square x dx. So just combine the terms. So this becomes integration 0 to pi by 2 a square cos square x plus a square sin square x plus b square cos square x plus b square sin square x dx. Now I can take a square common. So it becomes a square cos square x plus sin square x. A square bracket cos square x plus sin square x, and cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. Okay, so this becomes simply a square. Then here you take b square common. So this becomes b square common bracket cos square x plus sin square x. Cos square x plus sin square x is 1 plus integration 0 to pi by 2 b square dx. So the value of this integration is a square x plus b square x. A square and b square are constant. So a square limit, substitute the limit 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2. So this becomes a square pi by 2 plus b square pi by 2. So this is nothing but 2i. So I will be, you can take pi by 4 common, a square plus b square. So this is the answer, a square plus b square. Okay. Now next integration, next question, we have to calculate the value of this integration. Integration 0 to 1 e raised to x upon e raised to 2x plus 1. So no formula is available, even property will not work here. So I know that e raised to x has derivative e raised to x. So using this fact, so just make a substitution, put e raised to x equal to t. So e raised to x dx equal to dt. When x equal to 0, here integration is with respect to dx. So when x value is 0, so e raised to 0, so t value will be 1. E raised to 0 is 1. When x value is 1, so e raised to 1 equal to t. So t value will be e raised to 1. And so e raised to x dx is dt. So substitute all these things in our integration. So I equal to integration 0 to e dt, because e raised to x dx is dt, e raised to x dx is dt, divided by, so this thing e raised to 2x can be written as e raised to 2x can be written as e raised to x square, and e raised to x is nothing but t. So this becomes t square plus 1. Now we know that integration dx upon x square plus 1 is tan inverse x. So this becomes tan inverse t, and limits are 0 to e. So substitute limits. So this becomes tan inverse e minus lower limit tan inverse 0. Tan inverse 0 is 0. So our answer is tan inverse e. So I equal to tan inverse e is the value of this integration. Now let's look at one more. So y equal to integration 1 to x square cos t dt. Then what is dy by dt? Okay, so first calculate y. So this becomes cos t integration is sin t, limits are 1 to x square. So substitute upper limit. So this becomes sin x square minus lower limit sin 1. So this is my y. This is my y. Now I want to find out dy by dx. So just differentiate with respect to x. So dy by dx equal to sin x square derivative is cos x square into derivative of x square. So derivative of x square is 2x. Sin 1 derivative is 0. So answer is 2x cos of x square. This is the answer. Next question, y equal to integration 0 to x square under root 2 under root t dt. Then what is dy by dx? Okay, so this can be written as integration 0 to x square t raised to 1 by 2 dt. So we know that integration x raised to n dx is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So use this fact. So this becomes t raised to power 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by 1 by 2 plus 1. Limits are 0 to x square. So this is nothing but t raised to power 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2, that means 2 by 3. Denominator will be 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 that is nothing but denominator में 3 by 2 आएगा, so वो हो जाएगा 2 by 3. Limits are 0 to x square. So this is nothing but my I. So I equal to y. So y equal to, substitute upper limit minus lower limit, so 2 by 3. T raised to, in place of t put x square In place of t put x square raised to power 3 by 2. So these two and these two get cancelled out. So y equal to 2 by 3 x cube. Now we want to find out dy by dx. So dy by dx equal to 2 by 3 is a constant. X cube derivative is 3x square. Again 3 cancel. So final answer is 2x square. So this is our answer. Now next point is improper integral. So the function or integration a to b f of x dx is called improper integral if, so we have first condition that your function is infinity in the interval, or function becomes infinity in the interval of integration. If your function is infinity in the interval of integration, then we call this function as an improper integral. Or second point is one of the limit is infinity. One of the limit of integration is infinity. So either a is infinity or b is infinity, then in that case we call this integration as improper integral. So there are two conditions: function is infinity in the interval of integration, and second is one of the limit is infinity. So let's look at this question. Integration 0 to 1 by x dx. So this is nothing but log x. Limits are 0 to 1. So this becomes log x has derivative 1 by x. No? It is not log x. So this is nothing but integration 0 to 1 x raised to minus 1 dx. So use this formula. X raised to n dx is x raised to power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So this becomes x raised to power 0 upon 1 plus 1, that means 0. So I think so it is infinity, or log x has derivative 1 by x. So use general formula, so it is becoming infinity. You please verify this. Log x has derivative 1 by x or what? Or log 1 by x integration is log x. You please verify this. So if I use general formula, the answer is infinity. So this is nothing but improper integral. This integration is nothing but improper integral because the value of the integration is infinity. Now let's look at one more. Integration minus 1 to 1 by x square dx. So what you can do, 1 by x square is an even function. So this is nothing but 2 times integration 0 to 1 dx upon x square. Okay. If you calculate directly, then your answer will be finite, but that answer will be incorrect. That answer will be incorrect because in the interval minus 1 to 1, in the interval minus 1 to 1, we will have 0 also. In the interval minus 1 to 1, we will have 0 also. When I put here 0, this becomes infinity. So if you are not using any formula, you may get some finite answer, but that answer is incorrect because it is a form of improper integral. So you have to be careful with such type of integrations. Okay. So as I know that 1 by x square is an even function, so using this property, integration minus a to a f of x dx equal to 2 times integration 0 to a f of x dx if function is even. Okay. So this becomes 2 times x raised to minus 1 upon minus 1, limits are 0 to 1. That means 2 minus 2 by x, limits are 0 to 1. Substitute upper limit minus lower limit. So it becomes minus 2 by 1 minus plus 2 by 0. So 2 by 0 is infinity. So answer is infinity. If you are not using any property, you may get answer finite and it will be available in the option, but that answer is incorrect. That answer is incorrect because it is the improper integral. Because in the interval minus 1 to 1, this function is infinity. क्योंकि माइनस 1 to 1 में जी नंबर 0 भी आएगा, ये इंटरवल में 0 भी आएगा और 0 पे ये फंक्शन क्या हो रहा, infinity. 1 by 0 is infinity. So correct answer for this question is infinity. Now let's look at one more question. So again, as one of the limit is infinity, so it is the improper integral. There are 4 options available for this question. So let's try to use this formula. Integration x raised to n dx is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So this becomes x raised to power minus 3 plus 1 upon minus 3 plus 1. Limits are 1 to infinity. So this is nothing but x raised to minus 2 upon minus 2. That means minus 1 by 2x square. Limits are 1 to infinity. Substitute the limits. So minus 1 by 2 infinity minus plus 1 by 2 into 1. Upper limit minus lower limit. So 1 by infinity is 0 plus 1 by 2. So correct answer for this integration is 1 by 2. So answer for this integration is 1 by 2. Okay. So answer for this integration is 1 by 2. Thank you.